The 2020 Cape Rouleur event took place a couple of weeks ago. A field of around 130 riders, many from international destinations, gathered in Franschhoek. Among them were cycling luminaries Dan Craven, PLATT and Songezo Jim. The first afternoon saw an individual time trial of 7.6 kilometres, to which the organisers, HotChillee, invited a host of young riders from various youth programmes, like the Kwano Cycling Academy, Velokaya and the Songored Info programme.
Today's a nice day. I was actually invited to ride for the Cape Rouleur. So yeah, I just came here to have fun. And also as well, my race was excited. And it was actually, for me it was a good race.
It's great to be back again at Cape Rouleur, and it's a pleasure to ride with all the kids. I mean, if you see the kids and they're so happy and everyone is going really on the limit, they want to show off. And yeah, it's good to see them like educating and having fun. And I hope they can continue like that.
Okay, so I'm from Kwano, PLATT. So we left at 5 o'clock in the morning just to come do the time trial. It was different to what we used to, because we used to do mountain biking. But it was a lot of fun because it was totally different and didn't expect it. Nice, challenging. Love to do it again as well.
Prize giving in the evening saw all the various category winners don their respective leaders' jerseys. The next morning, riders prepared for a somewhat longer day in the saddle.
Rather than the 7K of yesterday, we've got 150 odd K today to do. And as usual with the format of HotChillee events, we have the 3 race sections. So we've got the green sprint section, then we have the yellow section, and then in the afternoon we have a climb section.
The route took them out through KARL and Wellington before they climbed up Baines-Kloof Pass. A swing through the stunning Franschhoek Valley brought them to the second climb of the day, to Toyota Pass, and then it was a fairly flat ride back to Franschhoek. John Prayadere won the men's sprint ahead of Leo Hillinger. Monica Glover was the quickest of the women, with Lisa Bauer second. And Tyrone Philander and Julia Marks were the best of the young riders as they rolled into the first stop, where they refueled and recovered before the afternoon's ride. John Prayadere took the climbing honours ahead of Anthony Law. Lisa Bauer turned the tables on Monica Glover in the women's race, while JP Vaderman and Anna Marks were the strongest young climbers.
Don't go near the gutter, that's a top tip. Try and avoid falling off. That's my favourite tip, I think. You know, and then getting back on is always worthwhile. Yeah, I'm glad to be back in.
Lovely weather, nice people. What more can we ask for? Life is good. The morning gets everybody organised, and with a good GC section, good racing for the guys and the girls, and now it's about really getting through the rest of stage 1 and recovering for stage 2 tomorrow.
A stunningly beautiful morning greeted the riders the next day ahead of another long day's riding. One of those riders was a South African sporting legend.
So I think the Western Cape is blessed with many wonderful ride events and cycling expeditions. This is certainly one of them, the Cape Rouleur. It's 3-4 days of special riding, a bit of racing in between, very novel type environment, but the riding is just spectacular. Mostly foreigners coming out from the UK and Europe. Come out here to enjoy the beauty that the Western Cape offers, and boy do they enjoy it. It's magnificent, couldn't be better. Franschhoek, a great setting, the restaurants, the food is magnificent, the riding is spectacular.
The stage was 116 kilometres and took them through Stellenbosch and on to Gordons Bay. They were then bussed up the N2 along the dangerous Solaris Pass to Peregrine Farm Stall for food and massages. HotChillee have long been involved in helping young, aspiring talent from previously disadvantaged communities, some of whom have gone on to bigger and better things.
Riding with HotChillee personally, I've been a development rider. It's helped me through the ranks on and off the bike. Met a lot of people. Networking is very crucial. So what I'm doing now is teaching the development kids, not about riding a bike, but important to network and get to know more people.
The sprint took place on the road leading to the Franschhoek Pass, with the Theewaterskloof Dam in the background. A Grand Prayadere and Lisa Bauer were dominant. The final climb of Franschhoek Pass was a test after a hard ride. They had 8 kilometres to climb, and there was a good battle for the honour of reaching the summit of the iconic pass first. A regroup at the top to take in the view, and then it was a fast, smooth, gentle roll down back to Franschhoek. Congratulations all round on another hugely tough day done and dusted. Massages and swims, the best recovery.
So we're on day 4 today, 3 kilometers till Franschhoek Pass is going to be the climbing section. The guys are going to go really hard. I'm just neutral for today. After that it goes over, get to the GC section, which is also quite hilly this morning, and then the sprint section, then a nice flat finish into Gordon's Bay.
The full distance was 144 kilometers.
Oh, that gets you back to life.
All the contenders in the various categories went hard in the GC section. Anna Marks looking smooth. Margarita Velasquez. And the leader Lisa Bauer charging down the pass. Dan from NAM, former pro Dan Craven looking suitably tired. After lunch at Gabriel's Kloof, they set off for Gordon's Bay. Avoiding the N2 again, they wound around via Kleinmond, Betty's Bay and Pringle Bay along Clarence Drive. Pace at the sharp end was appreciably hard. Clarence Drive is one of the most beautiful sections of road in the Western Cape. And an added bonus for the riders, it's relatively traffic-free. And soon they were rolling into the finish at Gordon's Bay. A wonderful week of riding and racing under the belt, and time to relax. Innocent Emmanuel was the overall GC winner. Lisa Boyer won the women's GC. Tyrone Philander was the youth boys winner, and Anna Marks won the youth girls race. There was one more ride though, this time no racing but a relaxed pedal out to visit one of the projects supported by HotChillee and the Cape Rouleur. Deep in the heart of Khayelitsha, it was the Velo Khaya headquarters and clubhouse. Resplendent in its new coat of paint, and as Sipho Mona displayed, they had a new shirt as well. The Cape Town Cycle Tour was the last event of an action-packed and thoroughly enjoyable week for all those who took part in the 2020 Cape Rouleur.